Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. So first of all, I just want to say thank you to my new subscribers. I appreciate you guys. Welcome to those of you that are here for the first time. Thank you for choosing me. And today's reading is about what your inner child would like you to know. We have 3 piles today. What I would like you to do is just take a minute, center yourself, focus on the question, and then select whatever pile you have been guided towards. Please remember that this is a general reading, so not all messages will resonate. And don't forget to like, comment, or both, as this will help my channel to grow. And subscribe if you would like to be updated with new content as soon as it is uploaded. Don't forget to click the bell also, so you'll be notified as soon as I drop a video. So, with all that being said, thank you for joining me. Welcome, part one. So, this is what your inner child wants you to know. So, we're going to go straight into it. I've pre shuffled the cards, it saves time. So, yeah, let's start off with your tarot and then we'll get into your oracle cards. Let me just separate these for you guys. Okay, so for your first card, part one, we have Page of Cups. We have Three of Pentacles. We have Eight of Swords. We have Queen of Cups. And we have Nine of Wands. Okay, so pile one. Some of you may be Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. Don't have to be. Could have those energies predominantly in your chart, or just, those are the energies that's surrounding you at this moment in time. So pile one, your inner child, first of all, wants you to know that they acknowledge your commitment to this healing journey. So your inner child is expressing love and gratitude for attending to their needs, is what I'm hearing, part one. So your inner child, you're healing your inner child, is what I'm hearing. So your inner child just wants you to know that they're grateful and they're thankful for the fact that you're paying them attention enough to care about how they feel, enough to care about what they've been through. Yeah, so that's straight away what I'm picking up for you guys, pile one. Your inner child just wants to acknowledge that at times they have felt like they wasn't able to be free. There were times where your inner child felt trapped, felt quite restricted. So there were times where you weren't really attending to your inner child, is what I'm hearing. Hence the reason why your inner child is now grateful for the fact that you are. It's like you're doing more for yourself, part one. You're attending to more of your needs. You have connected more to what it is that you want. You've removed yourself from toxic people in a toxic environment, is what I'm hearing. So your inner child is recognizing that you were at a stage in your life where you wasn't really being true to yourself, like I said before. So they're seeing the work that you're putting in and they're proud of you, part one. They feel a sense of relief now, a sense of happiness now. They feel like you are protecting them more, like you're caring about their safety, is what I'm hearing. So yeah, you've put yourself in positions now where there's more stability around you. You've created that stability around you. So some of you may have grown up in unstable families, unstable homes, moving around a lot, just, feeling unsafe as a child. And so what I'm hearing from your inner child now is that you have now gone on to create this stability and create this safety that they've always been wanting. Yeah, it's like they're proud of you. Yeah, they're looking up to you, Paul One. They feel seen, feel loved, feel nurtured by you. Um, they feel like you are also allowing them to, I'm hearing grieve or like even feel emotions. So you may have had to suppress your feelings as a child. You may not have been able to express yourself freely. So I'm hearing your inner child is thankful for you allowing them to express their feelings and emotions without judgment. Yeah. It's like I'm hearing that you're doing your work now, your healing work, Part One. So you are allowing these feelings that you may have suppressed as a child to come back up. You are now in a more safer environment, a safe place to do this work. And so, yeah, I'm just getting gratitude from your inner child, Part One. They're thankful for the fact that you are allowing these suppressed feelings and emotions to come up to be healed. Yeah, so you can become more of your authentic self, is what I'm hearing. So let me get some more cards for you, Part One. So we have Three of Swords. We have the Lovers. We have Death and Rebirth. We have Six of Pentacles. And we have Ace of Swords. So some of you may be Scorpio. Some of you may also be Gemini. It's just that energy that's surrounding you at the moment. Yeah, so Part One, your inner child. Like I said, I'm getting a lot of suppressed feelings, a lot of suppressed emotions. Like I said, there was a time where you weren't weren't being true to yourself. So you, like I said, you may have grown up in an environment where you weren't really allowed or supported in regards to your feelings. You weren't really allowed to show any feelings or emotions. Yeah, they were just suppressed for whatever reasons. So some of you may have found a partner that has helped you to, or has supported you along this journey. Could be friends, could be family. If that's not the case, you've just learned to love yourself. You've learned to cherish yourself. You've learned to, or you are learning to support yourself. You're learning to listen to yourself, is what I'm hearing. So your inner child is wanting you to know that they feel heard now. They feel seen. Yeah, you're allowing them to, yeah, to be their true authentic self. So your inner child, it's like I'm getting energy of your inner child was locked up. Your inner child wasn't allowed to, or you wasn't allowed to be a child. You didn't have much of a childhood, Part One, or you had to grow up fast, is what I'm hearing. So yeah, your inner child is just so proud of you, Part One. They're just so happy that you're just allowing them to have a voice. You are allowing them to be seen, to be heard. you are now, it's like you have been working on, or you're at a point in your life where you are giving to yourself. You are learning to give to yourself. You are learning to accept yourself, is what I'm hearing. You are listening to, it's like your inner child is basically just saying, you're listening to me. Thank you for listening to me. Thank you for acknowledging me. Like, I'm just hearing that loud and clear, part one. So you're doing your work, is what I'm hearing. You're doing what it takes to honor yourself. Yeah, so let's see what else we have for you guys. So we have a 6 of air, which is 6 of swords. We have Ace of fire, which is the Ace of wands. We have Queen of fire, Queen of wands. We have the sun. We have a star. And we have the 3 of water. So yeah, so some of you may have found your soul tribe, your soul family. You may have found support in others, being supported by others along your journey. You now have people around you that are balanced, that it's a give and a take. It's not just one-sided relationships that you are in at the moment, part one. You have found yourself in balanced partnerships, balanced relationships. You have created a balance within yourself. You know, you're not over giving anymore. You are, it's like you know your worth now, or you're getting to know your worth, part one. And your inner child is so happy, is feeling light, is feeling just free, is feeling creative, it's like, yeah, I'm just getting a feeling of freedom. They acknowledge that you, like I said, you've brought them into safety. You have given them, or you're giving them, what they always wanted as a child. So you are now creating this life for yourself. Part one is what I'm hearing. You have realized that you hold the power, you hold the key. And whatever life it is that you have always wanted, you are now learning to create for yourself. Part one is what I'm hearing. So like I said before, your inner child is proud, your inner child is happy, your inner child is being heard. So they're just thankful for the work that you're doing, part one. Like, I can't make that any clearer. Your inner child is thankful. Yeah, so let's see what oracle cards we have for you guys. Part one. So we have, the energy is gaining momentum, waxing moon. It's time to release negativity, full moon in Scorpio. Walk through your fears, new moon in Scorpio. Surrender to the divine, full moon. A time to give rather than take, new moon in Virgo. And communication is key, new moon in Gemini. So yeah, like I said, some of you could be Scorpio. I think I've mentioned Gemini already, and Virgo. So yeah, so you may have found yourself going through a transformation, part one. You've had to make so much change within your life in order to be where you are today. You've had to really take time to focus on you. Hence the reason why your inner child is feeling heard now, part one, because like I said, there was a time where your child within was suppressed. You're now paying more attention to yourself. You're now allowing your inner child to be heard. So you're creating more happiness within your life, Pile A. You're creating more happiness within yourself. And so it's the work that you've been doing is starting to show outside of yourself as well. So like I said, you may be attracting like-minded people towards yourself. If you haven't already, Pile 1, you will. Because of the energy that you're radiating from doing this work, from doing this healing work. So yeah, so you've released a lot of negativity. You have, learn to love yourself, learn to release things that no longer serve you. I'm getting like you listening to that inner voice, to that inner child. You are giving to yourself now. You're no longer allowing people to just take. You have realized that your energy is special. Your energy is, it's not just to be given to anyone. You're learning to speak up for yourself as well, Part 1. So your inner child is thankful for your ability to communicate how they feel. So like I said, you're no longer suppressing your feelings and emotions. You are now connected to your feelings, connected to your emotions. You're able to communicate better how you feel. So some of you may have been journaling. This may have helped you to learn to connect with your feelings and emotions. So I'm getting more of an emotional maturity now within you, Part 1. Yeah, I'm getting like this, especially with the new moon in Virgo. There's like a love that you have for yourself that wasn't always there. So this is something that you've been working on and developing over the time. You also have a strong connection to spirit, to source. Your intuition is very heightened. You've learned to listen to your intuition, listen to that inner voice, listen to your inner child. You're doing things that make you happy now, Part 1, rather than doing things because it would make other people happy, is what I'm hearing. So yeah, I also have some, okay, so I have some quotes here. So they're either quotes to meditate on, affirmations, or what else do we have? Okay, so you have quotes and affirmations. So yeah, okay, so your first quote, Part 1, is live with compassion, work with compassion, die with compassion, meditate with compassion, enjoy with compassion when problems come, experience them with compassion. That's your first quote, Part 1. We also have, all he, Buddha, wanted was for us to understand our own nature. Isn't that so simple? You don't have to believe in anything. Simply by making the right effort, you understand things through your own experience and gradually develop all realizations. So that's another quote for you guys, Part 1. You also have an affirmation of, I am enough. You also have another affirmation of sun, moon, earth, infinity, all that is in infinity, I am thee. You have another quote. When you check your own mind properly, you stop blaming others for your problems. You recognize that your mistaken actions come from your own defiled, deluded mind. And you also have another quote to meditate on. For those who are always courteous and respectful of elders, 4 things increase: life, beauty, happiness, and strength. So yeah, so That's all I have for you, pile one. I hope that has helped. Thank you for joining me. If you have picked any more piles, I shall see you there. If not, don't forget to like, subscribe if you want to see more videos from myself, and also comment if, these messages resonated. I look forward to hearing from you guys. Thank you. Welcome, pile two. So, what does your inner child want you to know? So, let's get straight into it. So, I have pre-shuffled some cards just to save on time. I'm going to start with your tarot cards, and then we're going to get into your oracle cards, and then we have some quotes and some affirmations towards the end. Okay, so let's get straight into it. So for you guys, the first card is manifest. Let's make sure these are the right way around to begin with. Yep. So we have manifest. Ooh. We have 21, embrace. We have a balance. We have reach out. And we have base chakra. Okay, so your inner child right now, pile two, is feeling very powerful right now. They're feeling very heard. They're feeling very nurtured. They're feeling like you have integrated your inner child within yourself. So there may have been a time where your inner child was suppressed, wasn't being heard, it wasn't really out there in the forefront. What I'm getting now for you, pile two, is you are now living as your inner child. So your inner child is right there with you. Like, you have been putting in so much work. You've been on this healing journey for a while, pile two. You may have even been in solitude for a while, pile two, is what I'm getting for you guys. You have really been working on yourself over a long period of time to integrate your inner child into your lives. Like I said, there was a time where there wasn't a lot of joy. There wasn't a lot of happiness. There wasn't a lot of stability. There was a lot missing for you guys in the past. And so what I'm getting for you now is you have really found a way to connect with yourself on a level that has just brought you so much peace, joy, happiness. There's like a balance within you. There is a energy of the world is my oyster. Like, it's anything you want to do, you can do. So yeah, your inner child wants you to know that you are limitless. Like, whatever you want to do, you have the power to do. Whatever you set your mind to, whatever you set your heart to. Your inner child also wants you to know that if you are single at the moment and you are waiting for this partnership, this friendship, there is someone coming towards you. There is an energy that is currently on its way to you at the moment, pile two. You may even know who this person is. I'm getting that you may feel like it's been a while. You may feel like you have been patiently waiting for a long time now, and you're not seeing anything come from this. But someone is coming. It's like I'm hearing, just continue to do what it is that you're doing. Continue to work on yourself. Continue to embrace that inner child. Continue to love yourself. continue to create that stability within yourself. Just continue your work, Paul 2. It's a never-ending journey. It's not something that you just do for a period of time and then you stop. It's something that you will constantly be. It's a road that you would constantly. You're always going to be traveling. There's no ending to this road. It gets easier. The longer you have been on this journey, you will start to see some of the fruits of your labor. So that's what I'm getting. That's the energy that I'm getting for you guys. You may have already started to see some of the fruits of your labor. So like I said, you're already experiencing the peace, the love, that balance, that ability to manifest what it is that you want. But yeah, that relationship's coming, Pile 2, sorry. Some of you may have picked Pile 1. If you haven't, you might need to check that out. So yeah, your inner child just wants you to know that they are grateful, they are thankful for the stability that you have created within your life, for the dedication that you have put towards your healing, for the love that you have given them, that you have given yourself, for respecting them. Yeah, I'm just getting that you have been connected with your inner child for some time now. So they really feel heard, they really feel honored. You've allowed your inner child to grow, is what I'm hearing as well, Pile 2. Yeah, a lot of you may also be connecting with your inner child through creative endeavors. So you found yourself, maybe you've gone back to doing artwork, or you just find yourself creating things, or writing music, or just being more creative, bringing more joy, bringing more happiness within your life. So I'm getting that you guys, are fully connected to your inner child through creative works, or doing things. You've gone back to doing things that you've loved to do as a child, and that's what's helped your inner child to heal, is what I'm hearing, Part 2. So let's see what else we have for you guys. We have number 9, Darkest Fears. We have 3, Share the Love. We have 5, Change Your Focus. We have number 19, Shine. And we have number 8, Moving On. Yeah, so your inner child wants you to know that they're happy that you have removed certain people from your life. They're happy that you have stepped away from a situation that wasn't very stable, wasn't very secure. So this may have been your childhood. And some of your relationships may have just been mirroring that insecure feeling that you had within your childhood. You may have been mirroring that same feeling within relationships. But your inner child is just happy that you're able to recognize that and distance yourself and remove yourself from anyone or anything that messes with your stability or messes with your healing. It's like you've come to a place, Pile 2, where you recognize very swiftly what isn't serving you, and you are in a place where you don't want nothing to come in between your peace. Like I said, you've been doing this work for a while. And so you have been working on your boundaries. You have been working on loving yourself. You have been working on healing your heart. You have been, yeah, I'm getting that you've been working on that feminine and that masculine energy within you. So your inner child, like I said, is fully integrated into your life. You have fully connected with your inner child. You have been working with your inner child for a while now, pile 2. You you have looked into your fears. You have looked into what's holding you back. You It's like I'm getting like an understanding. You are learning to heal your codependency. You've learned to heal your heart. I'm getting like you have learned to forgive others as well as forgive yourself. So I'm just getting a sense of you letting a lot of baggage go, letting a lot of feelings that have held you back in the past, letting them go. So there's like a lighter feeling with you guys, part 2. You're no longer so attached to outcomes. There's more of a flow. Yeah, there's more of a flow. There's more of an energy of love and embrace and letting go and just moving forward. You're no longer trapped by your past, is what I'm getting. Things that have held you back in the past. It's like you've come to a realization. It's like you may have just come into some new knowledge or new awareness. Yeah, that's allowed you to move forward on this journey, Paul 2. It's very deep. I'm not even sure if I'm articulating it correctly, but there's a sense of deepness there. So your inner child just feels very grateful, very loved, very respected, and heard right now, Paul 2. So yeah, so let's see what else we have for you guys. We have 20, the call. We have messenger of air. We have 3 of fire. 5 of air. 6 of earth. And 7 of air. Your inner child feels very protected by you, pile 2. So you may not have felt protected in the past, or as a child you may not have felt protected. You may have grown up in an environment where you couldn't really trust what was around you, couldn't really trust the people around you. So your inner child feels secure, feels like they're able to trust you, that you have their you have what am I trying to say? Your inner child feels like your inner child feels secure, feels respected, feels like you listen, feels like you put them first. Part 2. Yeah, your inner child feels like you wouldn't allow any harm to come to them. And so you may have been healing that masculine energy as well. So, like I said, your energy is very balanced, Paul 2. That masculine, that feminine energy. You have been working on that masculine energy and you have that feminine energy, it's like I'm getting a perfect balance of energies. So like I said, your inner child feels very nurtured, and your inner child also feels very secure, feels protected. I'm getting that you may also be doing quite a lot of meditating, of taking on some meditation recently, more regularly, Paul. Too, that is definitely helping to connect more with your inner child. Um, yeah, so yeah, you may also be connecting to your inner child through animals as well, is what I'm getting. Um, yeah, and definitely through creativity, because we have another three here with the three of fire. So yeah. Okay, so let's look at your oracle cards, pile two. So we have the shark, trust your instincts to discern the truth of the situation. We have meerkat, get support from a trusted group of like-minded friends. We have walrus, remain vigilant about the current situation, pay attention to signs and omens and let them dictate your choices. We have humpback whale, music is essential to your healing and well-being, whether singing, playing an instrument or listening. We have weasel, be silent, pay attention and simply observe with your eyes, ears and physical feelings what is happening inside and all around you. And mouse, you're overlooking some important details, so pay close attention to what's going on. So yeah, so your inner child feels very heard, your inner child feels very protected, your inner child feels very supported. You may have found your soul tribe, your soul family. You may have that support system around you, or even online. There's just a feeling of support. There's a feeling of security surrounding you. So that's whether you, like I said, whether you have that or you are creating that for yourself, your inner child feels supported and feels secure. Listens, your inner child feels heard. Your inner child feels like you know when to remove yourself from situations, like I said, that's no longer serving you. So they're grateful for that. That's where the protection comes from. You may also be, like I said, singing a lot, just listening to music. So you connect with your inner child when you listen to music, singing. Yeah, so that helps to heal your inner child as well, part two. And I think I did mention something about meditation. So yeah, you also connect with your inner child when you are meditating. With here with the weasel card. Yeah, so yeah, let's see what else we have for you guys. So we might have some quotations here. Yeah, we have some quotations and one affirmation. So your first quotation is, just as rust eats away the iron from which it is produced, so do their own deeds lead the overindulgent into a miserable state. We also have, I am worthy of love and I choose to love myself. We have, if you want to know your past life, look into your present condition. If you want to know your future life, look at your present actions. We also have, one who controls occurring anger as one would a chariot gone off the track. That one I call a charioteer. Other people just hold the reins. We also have this existence of ours is as transient as autumn clouds. To watch the birth and death of beings is like looking at the movements of a dance. A lifetime is like a flash of lightning in the sky, rushing by like a torrent down a steep mountain. We also have this day is a special day. It is yours. Yesterday slipped away. It cannot be filled with more meaning. About tomorrow, nothing is known. But this day, today is yours. Make use of it. Today, you can make someone happy. Today, you can help another. This day is a special day. It is yours. So thank you for joining me, pile 2. If you have picked any more piles, I shall see you there. If not, please like, comment, subscribe if you want further videos from myself. And once again, I thank you for joining me. Welcome, pile 3. So you'd like to know what your inner child wants you to know. So I have shuffled some cards already just to save on some time. So we have your tarot cards to begin with, and then I will do your oracle cards towards the end, and we have some affirmations and some quotations for you towards the end. So yeah, so let's get straight into it. What your inner child wants you to know, pile 3. So we have, I think these are, okay, let me turn them the right way around. We have the King of Pentacles. We have the Knight of Pentacles. Queen of Cups. Hierophant. And Seven of Swords. Okay, so your inner child wants you to know, pile 3, that they are happy that you are choosing you. So you may have had to recently or gotten rid of some family members. So I'm getting like you may have had to step away from your family or family members, or just a group or friends, or just like a unit that feels like family, like like I said, a group, a family, a marriage. So yeah, your inner child just wants you to know that they are thankful, they're happy that you have chosen your sanity, like yourself. They're happy that you chose you over everything else. So you may have found yourself in a situation where you were being lied to, you figured something out, you realized it wasn't what you thought it was, and so you decided to separate yourself, because you no longer want to be a part of something that isn't authentic and isn't true. So yeah, so your inner child feels honored by that. They feel yeah, like you chose them. You chose your happiness. You chose your stability. Your inner child is also happy that you have taken time out to connect with your feelings and your emotions. So some of you may be used to suppressing, blocking out your feelings, and not really being open about how you feel, finding it hard to really connect with your feelings. You may have found yourself using substances to suppress your feelings. So you may have just been recently started to looking into that path 3. So your inner child is just thankful that you are now starting to connect more to your feelings and emotions. allowing them to flow more easily, taking your time out to unpack your feelings and emotions. Yeah, taking that time out for yourself. Yeah, is what I'm hearing. Also, your inner child is thankful for the connection that you have with your masculine energy, um, your ability to take action. So, yeah, so taking action in creating barriers, taking action in creating security. Um, yeah, so your inner child is thankful for that. For you, pile three, we also have Three of Wands. We have Seven of Cups, Two of Pentacles, Eight of Pentacles, and Six of Swords. Yeah, so like I said, your inner child is thankful that you have gotten away from people, places, and things that no longer serve you, that didn't have your best interest at heart, that weren't being true to you, that weren't helping you, wasn't offering you support. So like I said, if it's to do with alcohol or drugs, or you found a way to, or even just suppressing your feelings and emotions, or anything that you may have been doing to suppress your feelings and emotions, your inner child is thankful that you're able to find a balance, to allow these feelings to come through. Your inner child is Your inner child wants you to know that they feel as though you are creating a stability, creating that life that they always wanted. You are making smarter choices, smarter decisions now. You're no longer just rushing into things. You are taking time out to assess situations. It's like I'm getting a sense of you slowing down, taking time out to focus and contemplate. Plan as well is what I'm hearing. It's like your inner child is feeling more supported. Because you've actually taken the time out to really think about what it is that you want, where do you want to go in life, what will make you feel secure. I'm just getting a feeling of you really tuning into yourself, going into yourself, path three, really listening to yourself, path three. It's like you've blocked out all the noise. Or it's like since you've removed yourself from certain people, places, and things, you're able to hear your inner child more clearly, is what I'm hearing for you, pal 3. Some of you may even have found this through, so it's like you're becoming more spiritual as well. You're more connected to the divine. You're more connected to source. Yeah, I'm getting more of a connection to your inner child. Pile 3. It's like this. The more you are doing for yourself, the more you are listening to yourself, the more you are connected to the divine. It's like the better your life will become, is what I'm also hearing for you, pile 3. The more time you take out to create that stability, that peace, taking your time to make decisions, not rushing. I'm getting that your inner child is also happy that you have learned, like I said, you've learned boundaries, you've learned to say no, you've learned to hold back, not be so giving with your energy. You may have just been trying to help everyone to the point where you were feeling drained. So your inner child is just thankful that you have taken time out for yourself and to listen to yourself. So we also have for you guys, we have Messenger of Water, Nine of Water, Love, Two of Fire, Messenger of Earth, and 10 of Water. Yeah, your inner child is feeling very loved, very happy, very at peace, feeling enthusiastic about what's to come. Yeah, they're also very proud of you. They're proud of the progress that you have made. They're proud of the decisions that you have made to put yourself first, to put your healing first, to put them first is what I'm hearing. You've put them first. They are also happy that you have decided to do things that honor them as well. So that could be through things that make you happy. That could be through being creative. Or like I said, just connecting to divine, finding more peace, meditating, honoring your feelings and emotions. So all these things are helping to feed your inner child, helping them to grow with confidence is what I'm hearing, pile 3. Oh, we have a siren. So pile 3, you have the siren today. I was wondering when that was gonna turn up. So if you've watched any of my readings before, like I said, there's always a siren. Today the siren is in pile 3, so we're going to take that as confirmation from spirit. So yeah, so your inner child is feeling very heard, feeling very safe, secure, loved. It's like they feel like they're now able to really be themselves. They are able to be vulnerable. They feel protected, feel safe to be vulnerable. So like I said, you may be creating a safe, you may be working on your stability. You also been working on your communication in regards to how you feel. That could be through journaling, or you've just able to now Yeah, let people know exactly how you feel. Like, you may have struggled in the past. Your your inner child um just wants you to know that they appreciate the way that you speak to them. So I'm getting that you speak to yourself with more love. So that could be through affirmations. You could be doing affirmations. It's like you are aware of how you speak to yourself. You're aware of the power of words, is what I'm hearing. Yeah, it's like you really starting to know your worth, pile three, and you're not just putting up with anything right now. Like, and your inner child is thankful for that. Is happy for that. Um, yeah. So let's see what else we have for you guys. We have. Bear with me. For oracle cards, we have fall into my arms, surrender, holding the opposite, extremes of life. We have lost lands, soul memories and gifts. You've done this before. Karmic relationships, Orion energy, polarity, soul growth, conflict. We have earth, learning how to be human in a world but not of it. Star bathing, light body, crystal grid, transmission activation. And we the Hathors, deep love, mother's milk, birth as a portal. Yeah, so your inner child feels like I said, they're able to come back out. They feel it's safe to make an appearance. Your inner child is flourishing, pile three. You have connected or made connection to the child within. You are allowing yourself to be more free. You are becoming more authentic. You may have found yourself, like I said, just doing things for the sake of doing them, not really giving them much thought. It's like you have become more conscious in your movements, in the way you do things. If you have kids, you're more conscious in the way you parent. It's just you are now consciously aware of everything you do. Like I said, the way you speak to yourself, the way you speak to others. Yeah, you're just fully in the moment is what I'm getting for you, part three. You are living in the moment. It's like you've gone through and transition and you have been reborn, rebirthed. Yeah, so your inner child feels loved, feels protected, feels nurtured, feels seen, feels heard, feels... Yeah, so they just want you to continue to embrace them. Um, it's like they have more fun things to show you, is what I'm hearing, part three. There's more fun to be had. So yeah, let's see what else we have for you guys. So we have some affirmations and some meditation for you. So your first affirmation is, every morning I am born again. What I do today is what matters most. We also have, nothing exists the way it appears. It is all up to our karma. We have another affirmation, if I truly believe it, I can create it. We also have, I am blessed and I am grateful. We have, even if you donated 300 pots of cooked food 3 times a day, it could not compare to even a fraction of the merit from just a moment's love. And we also have speak the truth, do not become angered, and give when asked, even be it a little. By these three conditions, one goes to the presence of the gods. So, yeah, so that's all I have for you, pile 3. If you have picked any more piles, I shall see you there. If not, thank you for joining me. And please like, subscribe if you want further videos from myself, and comment if any of these messages resonated. I appreciate you guys wholeheartedly, and once again, thank you for joining me.